Thank you very much, Sophia. And it's an interesting point that's made. The idea of high school baseball, high school sports are so fluid, where you're a junior one year, you're a senior, your expectations are different. And if you're that junior that's moving up from the sophomore level, you have to kind of understand what your role is, how you fit into this whole team framework.
Absolutely. And roles, they kind of take a while to understand and to be filled. And when everybody knows their role, then you have the makings of something special.
It's work for both of these two teams. Naperville Central 36-4, Stevenson 34-3. Shane Conlon's at the plate. He's 2 for 3 today. He finds himself down to count, no balls and 2 strikes. Conlon with 2 singles, 2 runs scored. And the hardest ball he hit was a line drive to center field that Corey Lasky made a great leaping catch deep near that warning track in center field. We'll see Conlon pitching tomorrow, whether it's third place game or the championship game, that remains to be seen. And he goes down swinging as Fiedelman had his number on that at bat.
You know, in Sophia's field report, she talked about Bill Seipel, you know, having his team ready to be #1. He shared with us that the last 2 weeks of the regular season, he thought it really dragged. They had the DuPage Valley Conference well under control. They had the season they wanted going along. It was like, all right, let's get to the real deal. And they find themselves 5 games later, turn of play, ready to make a run at a semifinal win.
Here's Matt Camille. He'll be 0 for 4, but he's happy he didn't have to see Tyler Radke. He struck out his first 3 times against Radke. Teddy Heiser throws him out for the second out of the 6th inning. They'll bring up Mark Mantuka. Sophia just talking about him. Mantuka with the RBI double in the 1st inning. That got things started on the scoreboard for the Redhawks.
This is a timeout called by Bill Seipel just to slow the pace of Blake Fiedelman. Coach Seipel feels that Fiedelman went through 4 pitches, I believe, to Shane Conlon for the out, and then 1 to Matt Camille. So a 5-pitch inning. He wants to take him out of that rhythm, tempo, and flow that is so important to a pitcher. And Fiedelman has come in and done a really good job.
In relief of Tyler Radke. Radke today giving up all 4 runs. Pitched 3 2/3 innings.
He's retired every hitter he's faced, with the exception of the walk to Ryan Walsh.
In the inside corner for an 0-2 count.
And that's a pitch that finished inside, but it did cross the plate as a strike.
Misses away. Mantuka will get himself all set. Step back in with a 1-2 count. Bottom of the 6th inning, we'll find 4, 5, and 6 in the Stevenson order. Face Ludwig. Spinner to Heiser. He still has time. Not going to do it. It'll be an error. The second baseman, Teddy Heiser.
And that was a difficult ball. You described it well in your play-by-play. That ball was spinning kind of a weird direction away from Teddy Heiser, and he did a good job getting his body in front of it, but because of the spin, it spun away from him instead of, you know, falling down right in front of him.
Bobby Zarnowski comes to the plate, couple of walks, and a ground out. .6'3", 180-pound senior. You know, we talked about his great numbers this year, a .449 average, 48 runs batted in, but if you're a pitcher out there and you just see him stand in the box, you think, hey, this guy can rake.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, he looks hitterish. He just looks like he handles a bat. He's got the straight, the sweet swing that you just, you know, it's prototype picture perfect.
Ball and a strike. Plenty of red here in game number 2 with Huntley and St. Rita. Now 1-2. Yeah, it's loaded with red on that.
Deep in right field. Whole outfield deep, trying to negate any extra base hit in the gap to score a 2-out run. Stevenson outfield knows that one of Mark Mantuka's gifts is not his speed on the bases. Many gifts, but that is not one of those. He's got about a 2-foot lead off at first base.
This will be a base hit to left field for Zarnowski. And Tuca to stop at second. 8 hits on the day now for the Red Hawks.
Great job hitting by Zarnowski, inside out on that ball, staying right over the ball with his front side, not bailing against the offerings of Blake Fiedelman from the left side. He stayed right in, over, hit it where it was pitched, and laced it, kept the inning alive, and turns it over to Nick Linney.
Linney struck out the last time he faced Fiedelman. Also had an RBI single, an infield single, and a 3-run third. That's the difference in the game, 4-2. In fact, it was Linney's infield single that tied the game at 2. Fielder's choice by Ryan Walsh gave the Red Hawks a 1-run lead. Then the pinch hit single by Mason Hallett. That run looming very large right now. That's where we sit. A 2-run difference. In tight to Linney again.
Yeah, Linney's in a situation right now where he is in a game-changing moment, if you will. He can, with a gapper, put this thing in total control of the Red Hawk team. But Fiedelman 1 out away from keeping his team in and up at the plate.
That's been the case each of these last 3 innings. 2 runners are on base right now for Naperville Central. They have left 9 men on through 5 innings. Left 2 on in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. As you said, Linney can change that perspective. The count's now 3-0 though. Waiting on deck is Walsh.
I would expect Linney would have a green light here.
Not a good enough pitch for him.
All right, we'll never know.
Yep.
Don't think that was a take all the way. It was a pitch on the outer edge.
Should be looking at a pretty good pitch right here from Fiedelman. Shakes off that first time. Likes that one. Count goes full. The runners will be moving with 2 outs.
The benefits of knowing that you're on the pitch. A gapper would definitely score 2, and a single would get Mantuca in easily, even though he's not fleet of foot.
First baseman Pat Wilson. Sometimes a lot of teams like to run the pickoff behind the runner at first base in this situation. 3-2, 2 out. He's playing well behind the runner at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fiedelman gets the job done again. So once again, Naperville Central leaves 2. They have left 11